This week on Inside High School Sports. Norman North takes down the Union Redskins, and we get inside access with Coach Brent Barnes. Westmore gets record-breaking performance from running back Braxton George. Coach Lorenzo Williams talks about the big win. And the Southmore SaberCats get back on the winning track with their big win this week. We talk to head coach Jeremy Stark about the win. And our Chickasaw Athlete of the Week, Jace Wallace from Elmore City Purnell. Proud of his Chickasaw heritage and being a three-sport letterman. And we've also got our huddle highlights and this week's top 10 plays of the week coming up next on Inside High School Sports. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside High School Sports, Week 7 of the high school football season. We're going to take a stop this afternoon over at Westmore to visit with Lorenzo Williams, the head coach of the Jags, as they got a victory this week. Also with Jeremy Stark over at Southmore as the SaberCats got back on the winning track. We've got your top 10 huddle highlights. We've got all kinds of great stuff coming your way, and we're going to stop in right here at Norman North to visit with head coach Brent Barnes. They got the big victory for the Timberwolves this week as they knocked off Union. We'll tell you about that and much more when we come back on this week's Inside High School Sports.
For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to play on the PGA Tour, and when I got out there, I felt like I had achieved my goals, and then I won a tournament, which was incredible, and then I've been fortunate enough to win 2 more times since. I'm Johnson Wagner. I'm a PGA Tour professional, and I'm a Chickasaw. My drive and determination comes from being able to live my dream, being able to go play golf as a job. Our family heritage is rich athletically. Golf has given me so much in my life. It's taught me lessons about how to be a contributing member to society, just not on the golf course, but golf teaches so many values: respect, honesty, integrity, just to name a few. I love playing the game. I've always been aware and known my Chickasaw ancestry. My whole life it's just been a positive thing in my life. I feel so blessed and so fortunate in my life to be able to live my dream.
See more stories about the Chickasaw people at profilesofA.nation.com.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Eskridge Honda and the Eskridge Auto Group, Vite, High School Sports the Magazine, and brought to you by the Chickasaw Nation, United We Thrive. Welcome back to Inside High School Sports as we take a stop over at Norman North. The Timberwolves getting it done, defeating one of the big East Side schools, Tulsa Union, this week, 30-27. The head coach is Brent Barnes. Coach, congratulations. We had the honor of being there calling that game. What a contest. What were your thoughts at the end of the game, after the game? And I'm sure you heard from a lot of other coaches from the west side of the state especially saying, way to go.
Yeah, well, just obviously extremely proud of our team and our guys and the way they competed and the way they played. It was a great football game. I imagine as a general fan or somebody just wanted to catch the game, had to be a great one to watch and be a part of. And the crowd at our place I've never seen in the years that I've been here was a huge deal to us, and I think made a difference in the end. And you know, just there's not enough words or things to say about the performance and the win itself and what we were able to do the other night. Again, just proud of our guys and everything that they did.
The stands and the press box were rocking on Friday night. Tell us what we're watching here now, Coach.
All right, right here, get the ball to Jake Simmons. You know, just kind of something that we tried to get him a little more involved in the game, and he did a great job. It didn't show up a ton. I mean, he did have some, I think 4 catches, about 37 yards, but it was key for a lot of things we were doing. And then there, Drake Stoops getting loose on the first drive and getting in the end zone here with Cade Mashburn. So just really good to get off to a good start. I think that was something that we needed. We had to get off to a good start, not necessarily have a lead or play in front, but you know, then getting a big turnover there is something, again, you have to do against a team like that. You're going to have to come out pretty well in the turnover battle and you know, make some big plays. Right here, find Charlie Kolar, who had a big night. You know, probably a lot of guys had a big night when you're able to win against a great opponent like that. Dalen Alexander stepped in. Ben Jones got dinged up early in the game, and so Dalen had to step in and play a ton the other night and did a great job. Here, Brandon just using his athleticism and making a play. They brought a ton of pressure, and he was able to find a lane and get out and get in the end zone. A huge play right there in the half. And then, again, just kind of getting some momentum. right here, kicking the ball on the ground, and luckily able to recover. Not always trying to necessarily recover one there, but make it difficult to return and cover, and then hopefully we get our hands on it. But then huge right here, I think right before the half to get another score on the board going into halftime. Great play by Charlie again, had a huge night, and just big plays throughout the night. Right here, again, Charlie getting his hands on another ball. Just something we do at the end of the half or end of the game situation where it's a Hail Mary type situation. Get him back there. Great to have that size and ability playing the ball in the air. Right here, Mitchell Ross, tight end. Again, just doing a workmanlike job for us week in and week out, and making plays when his number gets called. So again, right there, causing the ball come out. I think that was Caden Mashburn that forced the issue. I don't know who recovered it there. The pile was pretty big there, but again, just great job by our defense all night. Huge play right there. Just we needed to get the ball in the end zone, and Colin was able to break free and get behind the defender and make the play and get in the end zone. And then again, right here, just defense unbelievable all night. Just big stop, made big plays and key situations, and then right here to seal it, just felt like we had to give our guys a chance to win the game, and no guy better to go to than Charlie right there with great hands and ball skills.
30-27, the victory for the Norman North Timberwolves. They stay unbeaten. They move up to number 2 in the rankings this week, and now they go on the road to take on Owasso. Coach, tell us about the Rams and what you know about them.
Well, they're a good football team. They're coached really well, and it just again, we got to travel east and play in a tough environment, so we got to be prepared. And again, it's a key district battle. It was a good win for us the other night, but it's time to move on. Again, it's nice to be a fan or somebody else that can kind of just enjoy a win or a game like that, but for us and for our players, it's time to get back to work. We've got some things that we've got to do to accomplish some goals that we have, and starts again tomorrow morning. So. All
right, sounds good. Brent Barnes, the head coach for the Norman North Timberwolves. They'll take on Owasso this week. Coming up, big week number 8 contest for the Timberwolves as they take on the Rams. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more of Inside High School Sports. Stay with us. Dr. Larry Lee Master, the official dentist, has moved to a brand new state-of-the-art facility, added associate Dr. Zane Weaver, and changed the name to More Smiles Family Dentistry, located at 3001 South Telephone Road. Featuring implant therapy, Invisalign, Clear Correct, IV conscious sedation, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and participating with most major insurance plans and financing available. Call 793-8300. More Smiles Family Dentistry. Welcome back to Inside High School Sports, and we get to come back to Southmore High School to visit with the head coach, Jeremy Stark, after a big victory this week over Owasso, 34-12. Jeremy, first of all, congratulations on the big win. Tell us how you got it done.
Thank you very much. It was good to get back on the winning track, and it was a tough game. Our kids had some adversity in the first half. It was a 1-touchdown game. But we came in at halftime and played much better in the second half. We got some really big goal line stands, some turnover on downs in the red zone, and our offense capitalized. So it was a good game. It was a great atmosphere up there, and our kids played well.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights. Tell us what happens.
Play action here, and we ran a little stutter route on the outside to Javarius Owens. Went up and made a great catch there. Here, Casey, reads the defensive end there and pulls it and gets in the end zone. Defense, we had big stops all night. Here's one. Keon Williams makes a great play on an underthrown ball. And then here we've been throwing the step backs, the bubbles all night. This time we did a little step back and go, bubble and go to Javarius. Makes a great catch there. An offensive line, great protection. Casey finds Quentin Lewis this time. Quentin almost makes a guy miss there. Their offensive line does a good job creating some space, and Raekwon Wicks with a stiff arm. They create a lot of space, but that guy got free, and Raekwon did the rest there. Keon Williams read that bubble screen perfectly, and a huge hit right there. And here's Keon again. Keon did a great job in our return game, punt return game. This one was, I think, about a 90-yard return. Should have been a touchdown, unfortunately. We had a penalty behind the play right there that called it back. But just a great effort on his part, and those guys that are staying with it and picking up the blocks there. Defensively, Darian Mack and Donovan Gaines with a big hit there, causing the fumble, giving our offense great field position. late in the game. Here, another pretty big hit by to Quaylen Harris. It ended up being an incomplete pass. And again, Brian Shamali getting pressure on the quarterback with Dante Jordan helping finish him off. A little play fake from Casey to Raekwon, and then chunking downfield to Javarius Owens, makes an unbelievable catch, stays on his feet for the touchdown. This here kind of sealed the deal for us. They're trying to go score, make it a little closer game, close the gap a little bit, and Keon Williams makes an unbelievable catch there. He came from top of the numbers all the way down to pick that one off.
So a big win for the SaberCats, 34-12 over Owasso. They knock off an East Side team. That's not been easy to do for West Side schools, and you get another chance this week against the Union Redskins.
We do. You know, they're coming to our place on a Thursday night, but they're a really good football team. They slipped up last week, and I'm sure they're going to be ready to go and correct those mistakes and get back on the winning side as well. And you know, there's a very physical football team up front. They're very fast, athletic at every position. So we're going to have to play really well and limit our turnovers and you know, try to slow those guys down a little bit.
All right, have a great week of practice, and
Thank
good
you.
luck next week. It's Jeremy Stark, the head coach for the sophomore SaberCats. We're going to take a timeout, come back with more for you right here on Inside High School Sports. Stay with us.
What does being Oklahoma's first Honda dealer mean for service? Over 300 years of combined Honda experience, plus the largest staff of Honda certified master technicians. Call us or schedule your next appointment at eskridgehonda.com.
Welcome back to Inside High School Sports as we take a trip back on over to Westmore. Visit with the head coach, Lorenzo Williams. They were victorious this week, 59-41 over the Norman Tigers. Coach, congratulations on the win. 59 points, a lot of offense there, and I know one guy had a real special game for the Jaguars.
Yeah, you know, everything we do starts up front. You know, when you ask the guy, you ask Braxton about, you know, how he was able to do what he did, he's going to tell you 100%. The offensive line did a great job, and those guys you never really hear their names in the papers, but they do an excellent job. They practice real hard. They all bought into what we're doing, and then they take everything so serious, but they have a great time doing it. I think for them, this is probably the culmination of a lot of hard work for them. And then Braxton just playing his butt off, really. I mean, he had 328 yards, I believe, and 5 touchdowns. So that was a Westmore record for rushing yards in the game and touchdowns in the game. So happy to be a part of that. I know he is. I know, like I said, I know he's very gracious to the offensive line for doing a great job.
Give us the names of some of those guys up front. Let's make sure we give them proper love.
Ethan Newby, Lane Grantham, Jaron Hightower, Jorge Extina, and Riley Mize. All the guys got different personalities, man. They all so different, but when it comes to playing football, man, they do just a great job of working together, calling out the blitzes, calling out the stunts, and then they get on guys and they take care of them. So, like I said, it's good to give those guys some praise too. But obviously, you know, Braxton, you know, putting his name in the record books is awesome.
That's great. Let's get to the highlights and tell us more about it.
Yeah. So here's, like I said, here's where we get up, and you know, Braxton doesn't get touched for 15 yards in that run. You know what I mean? That's a big thing to the offensive line. That's a 64-yard run. For a touchdown. I think that might have been his first one of the game. We come back. The next one, this is a fourth and 2. We go for it, and then again, he had to sidestep one guy, but there's a lot of guys on the ground. He kind of walked, you know, once he gets into the open field, he's a track guy, so he's going to be hard to catch. This is a big play. We had Jake Martell tip the ball up, and then C.J. Oliver catches the interception and then runs for it. That's probably the fastest I've ever seen C.J. run, but no, he's having a great couple of weeks. I think he's up over 100 tackles now, two interceptions on the year, a couple fumble calls. He's doing a really good job for us this year. No, this is the next series. You come back, and we just got a pick 6 for a touchdown, and then now we got our sophomore outside linebacker, Jackson Hanson, who's been playing some great football, really maturing. It's good to see those sophomore kids maturing a little bit with a good interception. This is a 4th down play after we've just gotten 2 touchdowns called back. Penalties, which you got to work on. Braxton just kind of doing it himself right there, and you know, Norman did a good job of blitzing everybody, so bringing too many people that we can handle. But you know, obviously Braxton did a good job of getting through there. There's another big run. Again, you see as he's running through the line, he's not getting touched. And he goes untouched for 50 yards. That's a lot to do with the offensive lineman. And I think he's kind of tired right there.
Tired.
Yeah, kind of tired right there. But I think that might have been close to I think the record before that was 280 something. So he kind of shattered it a little bit. This is third quarter. We got some of our young guys in, and Jacob Clark catch a touchdown pass. He's been doing a great job of practicing, great job in the games. He was giving a little praise there. Is awesome. So he's doing a good job.
All right, so the Jaguars win at 59-41. Big game coming up this week to take on Edmond Santa Fe. And coach, this game, district game, but probably goes a long way in deciding who finishes second place in district.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge deal for us. You know, we like to talk about it, like all our cards, you know, we kind of losing the broken arrow kind of put us behind a little bit, but obviously Edmond Santa Fe did us a favor and knocked them off last week, and us continuing to win. So now we're in a position again where we control our own destiny, and I'm going to be pressing upon our kids how important it is. This is the biggest game we played this year, how important the preparation is this week. Edmond Santa Fe is a really good team. They were very well coached, so we're going to have to come and, you know, bring our lunch with us and see if we can make it happen.
All right, sounds good. Have a great week of practice. Lorenzo Williams, head coach for the Westmore Jaguars, as they get ready to take on Edmond Santa Fe. Big matchup coming up on Friday. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with more of Inside High School Sports. Stay with us.
Victory on Friday is sometimes painful Saturday mornings. You need evaluation before Monday. Only OSOI offers the Saturday Morning Sports Injury Clinic. Find out more at osoi.com.
Welcome back to the show. Number 8 Mustang taking on number 10 Moore. First pass here. It's Braden Garrett throwing sidelines to Damian Close for a first down. And now Garrett throws over the middle to number 20 Carter Reese. He gets in for the score. And Garrett here, this time throwing to Ashton Jones. Jones races down the sideline 43 yards for the touchdown. Now the Broncos on defense. Moore drops back to pass. Throws out of the backfield, but the ball is jarred loose. And the Broncos come away with the football. And then a little later on, you're going to watch quarterback Garrett keeps up the middle. He's going to pick up 30 yards and a first down on this play. And then to wrap it all up, interception by number 6 Darian Richards seals the victory 20-18. Broncos play at Putnam City North next. Lawton High Wolverines number 6 hosting Enid. Number 6 Trey Curry out of the backfield and into the end zone, 53 yards for the Wolverines touchdown. And then here Wolverines on D. Watches this pass is intercepted by Diavante Michael, and he's going to take it into Enid territory. Later, quarterback Zach Hanna going downfield and wide open is Dominique Neal. 30-yard touchdown pass for Lawton. Hanna going downfield to the tight end Keaton Hoskins, 42-yard touchdown pass. They win 51-3, and they host Choctaw on Thursday. Number 1, Lawton MacArthur hosting Southeast. Quarterback Anthony Love Kemper going deep down the middle. Jarius McKnight, 48-yard gain deep into Southeast territory. Later in scoring position, Love Kemper throws to tight end Trey Curran in the end zone for the Highlanders touchdown. And then here on the keeper, up the middle, into the end zone, 38-yard TD run to increase the Highlanders lead. And then here, the wide receiver screen to Hoskins, and Hoskins is going to take it for a 44-yard gain on the play. Watch his athleticism on this one. And then later, it's Winningham from 19 yards out over the left side into the end zone. Highlanders win 41-7. They play at Duncan next. Number 3, Carl Albert hosting Northwest Classen. Titans run the option left as Bazell pitches to Elijah Sherman. He reverses field up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Now on defense, watch here as the pass goes deep, and great positioning by the cornerback Zane Alexander. Comes up with the interception, and then he's going to return it down the sideline and take it in for another Titan touchdown. Later, quarterback Johnny Bazell pulls the handoff, keeps it up the middle himself, and the Titans extend their lead with that touchdown run. And then watch here as Dadrion Taylor goes up the middle, spins out of trouble, and he'll take it 74 yards for the touchdown for the Carl Albert Titans. And then watch the speed of this little guy here. Jalen Lewis up the middle. Watch him go. 64 yards for the touchdown. Titans win 48-7. They play at Eisenhower next. Number 5, Altus Bulldogs at El Reno. Shaquan French here taking the pitch left side. Takes it down the boundary. He's going to go 64 yards for the Bulldog touchdown. Then later, quarterback Jake Vargas steps up in the pocket. He finds French all alone. 31 yards on the touchdown strike. Here, Tyler Garcia going to take the pitch, gets a big block from 63 Cameron Canchola into the end zone for the touchdown. And then here's the fullback, Noah Villarreal, 31-yard touchdown run as he takes it and gets it into the end zone. And then here, watch the Dogs on D as Jacob Maley and Trey Pierce drop the ball carrier for a big loss on the play. Then here's the big hit of the week. Look at that. Wow. Noah Briones with the big stick. Whammo. And then a name to remember down the road, sophomore Isaiah Hall running over defenders for a 15-yard gain. Bulldogs win 60-17. They host Southeast on Friday. Number 8 McAllister playing at Durant. Buffs on the end around give the number 80 Sean Bryant, and Bryant's going to get 26 yards on this play. Quarterback Braden Parker steps up in the pocket. Here he fires over the middle to Mason Hilton for a 41-yard touchdown for the Buffaloes. He gets into the end zone to give them the early lead. Then here's a handoff to Michael Redway up the middle, bounces to the outside. He's going to race 22 yards into the end zone for another McAllister touchdown. And here, left guard and tackle Matt Drake and Dylan Bigham pull to the right. Watch here. Open the big hole for Redway, who goes up the middle and then to the outside and gains 29 yards on this play. And then the big speed here of the big man, Braden Kluzak, taking the handoff up the middle. There he goes, racing into the end zone for the touchdown. Buffaloes win this one 56-21. They host Coweta next. Number 2, Heritage Hall at Elgin. 4th down, quarterback Blake Adams goes deep for Santana Randall. What a catch! 37 yards for the touchdown. And then on the ground, tailback Bryce Soberanis takes it up the middle. He's going to sprint to the end zone for a 43-yard touchdown run. Watch here as Dawson Evans going to go up the middle, virtually untouched, 35 yards to extend the Charger lead. And then here's Randall again taking the short pass, and it's a race to the end zone that Randall is not going to lose. 70 yards on this touchdown play. Chargers win 35-13. They play at Cash next. Number 10, Bethany at Blanchard. Broncos on D. Pass is complete. Number 21, Braxton Reed there to deliver the hit and make the stop for little gain. And on the D again, 51, Seth Carmack wraps up and buries the ball carrier for a loss on the play. Great night on D. The pass here going to go deep near side, but it's intercepted by Hassan Lawton. And then later, quarterback Bailey Shire firing over the middle to Gibson Diffie, complete for a Bronco first down. Then back over on D. Watch as this pass here is going to be intercepted by number 15, Sam Brandt. He's going to return it deep in Blanchard territory. And then the freshman at quarterback taking the direct snap, getting into the end zone for the touchdown. And then Brandt throwing downfield, and it's Diffie again for a big gain. Broncos go on, win this game 17-14. They host Tecumseh next. Number 1, Jones Longhorns hosting number 10, Prague. Quarterback Brandon George off the left side, sees the hole, races 15 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. Now on D, Prague goes deep, but Callan Houston flies in to make a leaping interception. And then still on D, quarterback rolls into the defense, throws for the end zone, but Houston there again for another interception. And later on offense, George going down the middle finds Sean Shaw right in stride for another Longhorn touchdown. Late in the game, freshman quarterback J.D. Head throwing downfield. Lucas Collier makes some nice moves into the end zone for the victory. They win it 62-14. They host Douglas in 2 weeks. Number 8, Washington Warriors hosting Community Christian. Quarterback Kylan Lanham on the keeper off the right side, goes down the boundary all the way to the Elgin 5-yard line for a gain of 65 yards on this play. Then later it's Trevor Stever taking the handoff to the right side. Then he's going to work his way to the middle and then down the sideline. Stever takes it 42 yards for the Warriors touchdown. And then Stever again, this time from 24 yards out as he goes left side, bounces it outside, and takes it into the end zone for another Warriors TD. And then it's Lanham here, rolling right, throwing to the end zone to Trevor Stever for the 30-yard touchdown reception. And then Lanham going deep down the middle. Trevor Stever, 65 yards for the Warriors on this touchdown. The brother act making it look good for Washington. And then later on D, pass by Elgin, intercepted by Trevor Stever. He'll take it back for the Oski pick six, 47 yards for the touchdown. And then late, Elgin muffs the punt. It's recovered by Carson Hornick, and he gets the scoop and score for the Warriors touchdown. They win 47-14 and host Hobart next. Christian Heritage playing at Luther. Here it's the quarterback Camden Cargill, lateral pass to Chapman, and the deep pass downfield to number 2 Bridge Bullard for a gain of 45 yards on the play. And then watch here as Cargill's going to find Bridge Bullard on a short completion, but he's going to turn it into a 55-yard touchdown catch as he runs it in for the Crusaders down the sideline. Touchdown, Crusaders. Now on D, watch Zach Hale with the leaping interception, and he's going to get a 45-yard return on this one, taking it all the way back into Luther territory. Luther still with a chance late, but the Crusaders get the defensive stop to end the game. They win 21-14. They play at Stroud next. All right, we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, the top 10 plays of the week.
Chickasaw heritage means a lot to me because the Chickasaw Nation has given me many opportunities to advance my career in athletics, academics, and even culturally. My favorite sport is basketball because I've always grown up playing basketball, and I love the competitiveness in it and getting to be a part of a team and work together and win. I also play football. I like football because there's nothing like that feeling playing under the lights on Friday with the crowd chanting for your team and then coming out on top, the post-game celebration. There's nothing like it. My greatest inspiration is my mom and dad because they've always been there for me, and I know they always will be there for me whether I need advice or help with anything. When I graduate high school, I'm planning to attend college with the help of the Chickasaw Nation and study in sports medicine and hopefully give back to the people who have gave to me. I'm Jace Wallace, and I'm proud to be a Chickasaw Nation athlete.
IHS Top 10 Plays of the Week. We begin at number 10. Jones Longhorns on D as Prague goes deep, but Callan Houston flies in to make a leaping interception. At number 9 this week, Carl Albert running back Dadrion Taylor bursting up the middle. Watch him spin out of trouble and then races 74 yards for the touchdown. At number 8 this week, McAllister's Braden Kluzak takes the handoff up the middle, and there he goes, racing down the sidelines and into the end zone for the Buffaloes touchdown. At number 7, Elgin muffs the punt. It's recovered by Washington's Carson Horinek, and he gets the scoop and score, taking it into the end zone for the touchdown. At number 6, Heritage Hall quarterback Blake Adams throws to Santana Randall. He takes the short pass, and then he's going to race to the end zone. Randall wins that race 70 yards for the TD. At number 5 this week, SaberCats quarterback Casey Thompson going deep for Javarius Owens, right on target, 63 yards for the score. At number 4, Altus Noah Briones with the big stick of the week. Whammo, what a hit. Our number 3 play of the week, Christian Heritage quarterback Camden Cargill with the lateral pass to Chapman and the deep pass downfield to number 2 Bridge Bullard for a gain of 45 yards on the play. Our number 2 play of the week, Westmore Jaguars on defense, passes tipped by Ryan Clark, picked off by C.J. Oliver. And watch Oliver take it to the house for the Oski pick 6. And our number 1 play of the week, Norman North quarterback Brandon Marquardt going deep for Colin Klein into the end zone, touchdown that helps them beat the Union Redskins.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Join us next week of Inside High School Sports. We'll see you then.